What's up guys, it's me, Janne here, and in today's video I'll be talking about Joker lap tactics in Rallycross. And it's a good time for this video since on this Saturday the Dirt World Championship finals will be broadcasted, and there's quite a bit of Rallycross as well, and Joker lap tactics are quite a crucial part of Rallycross now, so with the help of this video you can now be the expert in your group and maybe impress some hot girls as well. But if you are with a hot girl, why would you be watching Dirt 4 World Championships? But yeah, let's begin with going through what is a Joker lap. Joker lap is the longer route on a Rallycross track that you have to take once per race, and yeah, it's visible in this image as the green piece of road. And yeah, when you should take your Joker lap, it depends a lot on multiple different factors, but there's one key rule to follow. If you just want to put everything from this video into one sentence, it would be always search for clean track, meaning that there's no one in front of you slowing you down. But let's get a bit deeper into the topic and see how or when you should joker in different situations while driving a Rallycross race. Alright, here we are at Helios on board with a Peugeot 208 and driven by yours truly. And on the top left corner you can see that Joker Delta, and that means roughly that how much time you're going to lose when you take the Joker lap. So in here in Helios it's somewhat close to a 1 second, not much. And yeah, as we are here in first, we have already clean track, so we don't need to do pretty much anything to achieve a clean track ahead of us, since we already have it. And there are a couple of ways how you can react to this situation of being first on the Rallycross race. One way is to keep pushing all the way until the last lap and then joker, meaning that the cars behind will be battling each other for the pretty much the whole distance of the race, and then meanwhile you can escape from them when you're driving in clean air. And another way to put the situation here is to look that when you're just far ahead of the car behind, and you can take the joker while you can still safely return to first. And in a way that's also a good solution to this situation, since if you have taken the joker, you have sort of gotten rid of the burden of having to take the joker. And even if you make a slight on-track mistake and the guys behind can catch you and get behind you, it's still really tricky to overtake in Rallycross on track. So you can just defend your position, and there, if you wouldn't have taken your joker, then you would obviously drop to dead last, or not dead last, but maybe a couple of places downwards. But yeah, that's one. And then obviously when everyone else has jokered, it's quite a no-brainer to use the joker as well, even though if there's more laps remaining, and it's pretty much the same principle as there is on the previous strategy that I just explained as well, making it a bit safe, making you afford slight on-track mistakes, since you can still defend your track position. The tricky part here is that if there's a guy faster than you behind you, and they are closing the gap to you constantly, and then they joker and are on clean lap, then you want to joker the next lap from their joker, so you can sort of respond into their joker and then still remain in front, meaning if the car behind, who is way faster, can lap into empty track, they will be faster and they will catch the gap and catch you, meaning that when you joker they will be in front of you. So if there's a faster car behind you taking its joker already, just try to mirror his strategy by taking the Joker on next lap and hope that you will emerge in front, since you know it is really difficult to overtake on track in Rallycross, at least from my personal experiences. But yeah, I think that covers pretty much all the different actions or options that you have when you are leading a Rallycross race and you haven't taken your Joker yet. And yeah, that's about it. Let's just watch the onboard for the last few corners. We jump here and then go to fourth and you get massive understeer through this corner. But yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do Joker lap wise when you're leading the race.
You should be very happy.
And now we are here in Lydden Hill, and the most sensible thing would be the Joker immediately, but that would have been quite a dull on board, and it wouldn't have been close as educational as this one is now, this race. And yeah, overtaking Shishiri into the second corner, or before second corner. But now we are here mid-back and we are clearly catching the cars ahead, meaning that we will be slowed down soon, and as soon as we catch them. And here we already overtake Ericsson, mostly thanks to Red Force AI having a shit straight line speed. But let's slow the thing up now and analyze the situation a bit. Now we are fourth and there's a couple of cars ahead, meaning that it would be the sensible thing to do to head to the Joker, falling behind Shishiri and Ericsson, but we would have clean track and then we would catch them again, and when they would go to the Joker they would fall way back from us and we would gain a couple of positions there. But since Rallycross is always a changing situation, as we can see here, the AI does an idiotic thing and all the tree goes to the Joker. So of course now obeying the rule of always search for clean track has made me to do a split second decision to stay out on the track. And now I'm pushing and pushing onto the clear track as the others are battling, and I still have 4 full laps to go. And there's the Joker Delta is here almost 4 seconds, so it takes a lot more to do the Joker lap here in Lydden Hill than it does in Helles. And you can see that I'm only 2 or so seconds ahead of Solberg, so now I would be falling down behind Petter Solberg if I were to Joker now, and that's not ideal since on-track overtaking is really difficult in Rallycross. And well, yeah, especially if you're playing against human opponents, since they do have a straight line speed, unlike the AI here. And now my strategy is just to push as fast as I can for a couple of laps to gain such a gap to Solberg that I can emerge back from the Joker in front of him. And so far not quite fast enough, 2.4 seconds, 2.5 seconds ahead of him. And I mean, yeah, I could take the Joker now and slot behind Solberg. That would be still P2 for me, but yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I want to win this race. But then again, now there's a risk of me doing a mistake since I'm pushing really flat out. And if I do a mistake and Solberg catches me, and then there's Loeb and Baumanis close to him, then I would drop behind all of them after they would have catched me on the track, and then I would go to the Joker. You know, I would be dropping down to somewhere around Ericsson or G3. So yeah, there's always a bit of a risk, but here so far the risk looks to be paying off. The gap is almost 4 seconds now, and well, I don't have any more options than just to hope that my Joker will go well. We're heading to the final lap now, and we will take the Joker, and yeah, it's gonna be a bit clumsy, but yeah, just 2 AI provided choker lap, on-track overtakes, and cleverly played choker lap strategy, and now I'm leading the race. So yeah, choker lap tactics can really change the outcome of your rallycross race if you manage to do a proper strategy, and also luck plays into this a bit as well. So yeah, but just always try to access clean track. That's a really good rule for choker lap strategies.
Well done.
In rallycross. And yeah, that's pretty much it for choker lap tactics. And yeah, of course there's gonna be a certain amount of element of surprise there as well. It's not like set in stone for every rallycross race. There's always some surprises in each race, but there's some base for you to build your rallycross choker lap strategies on. And yeah, it's really good rule to follow that. Always try to get on an empty track, since that's when you're gonna be at your fastest, when no one's holding you up. And yeah, I do like to point out that I'm not an professional rallycross strategist or anything. These are just based on my own observations of playing shit ton of rallycross races and watching rallycross for a couple of years already. But yeah, if you have positive or negative feedback, leave it on the comments below. And yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you guys on Sunday for Slip and Slide Racing League round 3. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.